Hello.
Speaking of monsters.
Hi.
Well, there's people there, I think.
You're speaking of monsters. So anyway, I'm Kris.
I'm Carl.
We are Left on Red Games.
That's Carl.
This is our channel. We are old friends. This is going to be the intro video. This is going to intro why we're doing the YouTube channel at all. So I'm Kris. I did a lot of programming since I was in grade school. I actually was taught partially by a nun. I was not in Catholic school. Then I took a lot of programming classes. I had a couple of programming jobs, both scripting, PHP, HTML. It's not really coding, but that kind of thing, JavaScript. Then I worked on some games moving forward. And I think we forgot to say what we're doing.
So what, we've been friends for decades, almost 2 decades now. We're making a game.
Yeah, so I think we got to start with that.
We got to start with we're making a game?
Yeah, so...
Okay, we'll just do that like, we're making a game thing.
Yeah, so...
And then maybe you could flash to it. We'll take the beat in a little bit.
Yeah, well...
Whenever you're ready.
Let's just start from...
Start from the top?
Why... I was saying, this is why we're making... So... We're making this video to explain why we even have a YouTube channel. We've decided to make a video game.
Tired of playing games. I mean, no, I still love playing video games. It's one of my great loves. But now I'm at the point where it is time to give back, start making a game and pushing the bar forward where it needs to go, or something in that realm. But the energy from creating things within a game, let's say like Minecraft and stuff like that, is still it's like an inner rock garden. So now I'm just taking my rock garden energy, my gaming energy and everything, putting into actually creating a game.
Yeah. So I've created a bunch of half-finished games over my lifetime. I made my first game when I was like 12, and I've made probably about a half dozen pretty complicated games that are at different stages of finished. I've never been able to finish. I've always thought, man, if I could get somebody else who complemented my work style, I could finish a video game, and I would really love that. I've had a couple of jobs programming that never really took off. Working for somebody else programming is like miserable. And so I kind of switched over to writing and art. And I've been working as an illustrator and a graphic designer for like the better part of a decade. And I've never lost the desire to make a video game. And so that's me. That's why I want to make a video game. And
I love video games. I think I said why I want to. We did earlier, but I love the medium. I feel like it is my favorite form of expression, right? Like I've been trying to write sci-fi books. I'm still going to, but there are so many other ideas I have, and they're just better expressed through video games, you know.
I think that's exactly right. Yeah.
They need to come out, you know, just like the creativity is still going to keep going, and we just need to better appropriate where things are growing in the garden.
That's so true. Like you love the genre.
I love it.
And it is probably your most consumed media of all, right? Like you've played many more video games than you've read books or watched movies or watched even TV shows probably.
Yep, no, games win.
Like you are,
for sure.
Like of all the people I know, you are probably the most dedicated to the medium of video games in that sense. Yeah, so that brings us to...
the nicest way to say I'm a gamer dork. This is such a nice way to say it.
So that brings us to like our shared experience. So we became friends like in the Halo 2 days, and because we both loved playing, and we started doing LAN parties. And one of the things that like really solidified our friendship was how we both dissected video games in a very like scientific manner. If we wanted to know the best way to achieve a goal in a video game, we would sit down and we would go through all the different options, and like I'm not above busting out a spreadsheet. Like we would figure it out. And I know you've done the same thing. You've taken notes and gone through. And
but usually we're just able to freestyle our way through the concepts in a riff. So we kind of like open it up like the hologram thing that they do in the fancy movies. I don't want to like tread on copyright things.
No, that's fine.
But we definitely we first met, right? Like we became friends I think I was having a LAN party. I was having a Halo 2 LAN party, and you were hanging out with some of the other people that were going, and then like you just started playing, and then we both were just talking about this, and then we ended up making this mode in Halo 2 that is very popular now. But we were like, let's just take the shields off, let's just play this like, you know, let's just go at it. And,
that is
like,
so true. Yeah.
You know, and just be like, only battle rifles, no shields, and like that's how we're gonna play it, and that's how we like trained in our little like montage of like leveling up through the game. And then like later on, as Halo 3 came out, then they were like, oh, this is SWAT, and we're like, I know SWAT.
Yeah, and
I am become SWAT.
A lot of our time spent together, a lot of our friendship has been playing games, doing really hard games, trying to achieve high scores, stuff like that. Really
Always,
enjoyable.
yeah. Oh, like,
we love co-op games in a way that, like, I don't know. I think we love them more than other people.
Yeah, co-op games are definitely like the closest in my heart, right? Like there is some fun with competition, you know, but like working together for a goal really teaches you, like, you know, that like there are things you cannot do alone.
Yeah.
And like making a game, it seems.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed. That's so true. I was gonna say, most of my personal most rewarding experiences in life have been something I've done with another person.
Yeah.
I'm most successful when I work with a friend. And yeah, for a long time we've been talking about making games. Theoretically, we've been talking about making games probably since we first met.
I say right around Left 4 Dead, we were like, oh, we sat down, we figured out our own zombie game, which maybe one day, but it was the world will be ready for that version of a zombie game one day.
Yeah, like Carl said, we've had some really grand ideas. That like maybe like in our dreams of dreams we will make one of those games.
But you get those little like, I know it's my destiny, warm and fuzzy feelings when you think about them. Yeah.
So our first game, we'll get into it in the next video, but our first game is going to be relatively simple, relatively being a word. Yeah, but we've decided to do it. We've been talking about this project specifically for about 18 months and slowly building towards it. Part of the obstacles is Carl's not programmed before.
No XP.
Yeah.
No XP. But we will be documenting my tutelage.
Journey also,
you know, like we did a trial today. It turns out I can learn still.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good. We made that progress there, and we are right now forging on to get to a point where I can just like swan dive into it. Yeah.
So that's it. We started this YouTube channel we started this YouTube channel because it came with the Gmail address.
That's like,
we're Left on Red Games. The reason we're Left on Red Games is because for as long as I can remember, if we're playing video games,
I'm not going to text back most of the time, you know, and it's left on red, you know, so a lot of times that happens.
Yeah, and so we started this YouTube channel just to keep track of our progress, keep us honest, and, you know, like hopefully it'll help motivate us doing a couple of 5-10 minute YouTube videos once a week, talking about our progress. It'll help motivate us to keep moving forward. And maybe if you subscribe, you can join us on that journey. And also, I'm sure as we see subscribers, that'll also help motivate us to keep going on this journey. We have gotten a lot of work done. So just before we go, a progress report so far, what the project is up to this point. We have some concept art. We have talked a lot about the structure of the game. We are not solid on any particular point, and we'll talk all about that in the next video. And we've started Carl on some lessons in general programming. He's probably on and off for about 2 months. He's been taking lessons, and we've started on specific lessons for the Godot engine, which is what we're choosing to use in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we are making solid progress, and we have been for a few months. So join us on the journey, or leave us hate comments.
Yeah.
We love that.
It's only going to feed me. Yeah, like it's just actual tackling fuel.
All right, thanks so much for watching. Check out the next video where we talk about our concept art and maybe some of the structure of the game. And say goodbye, Carl.
It's going to be so good. Goodbye, Carl. Oh, that's the Carl.
Okay. Film's on. This is literally our first video.
First video.
We're recording.
Who's this Carl guy? Is he gonna? Oh, do we have a guest?
Yeah, it's Carl.
There.
Carl's the bronze microphone buddy.
I am a year of the rabbit. I'm a fire. Oh yeah, I need a microphone.